Welcome to race 18 of the Nascar SpideyDitko Cup Series. And we're at this point, folks. The final race of the season is here, and we have 400 miles and 16 laps to decide who will win the Nascar SpideyDitko Cup Series Championship. And if you don't know who is in contention to win this championship, it is two drivers that have been dominant all season long. In terms of points, Denny Hamlin and Kevin Harvick. As a matter of fact, they're actually 1 and 2 here in the starting lineup. So, interesting there, as looking at your starting grid. For the first time in a while, Denny Hamlin and Kevin Harvick is your front row here today. Both of them are wanting to get as many points as possible in order to finish out the season. Mark Truex Jr. and Kyle Busch, these two had solid seasons. Mark Truex Jr. won 2 races this year. Kyle Busch won. Joey Logano is still searching for a win this season, and Kyle Larson has said that this will be his final NASCAR race, at least for a while now. He will be replaced by Matt Kenseth next year. Brad Keselowski and Ryan Blaney, both of them had 1 win this year, 2 wins for each. William Byron and Clint Bowyer, these two drivers looking for a win still this season. Not the season that Clint Bowyer was expecting, and neither for Byron. Chase Elliott has 2 wins this year too. Had a rough race at Martinsville, wanting to make it up. And Alex Bowman, final time in the Nationwide Chevrolet. At least for Nationwide, that is. Eric Almirola, Daytona 500 winner, didn't have that great of a season. Kurt Busch, 2 wins this year. Eric Jones had a win this year, and Ryan Newman had one as well. Jimmy Johnson had a win too. Daniel Suarez going to the 96 next year. Ryan Preece going to the 17 next year, and Paul Menard retiring. Austin Dillon, Matt DiBenedetto has been having some okay seasons. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. going to the 47, and Ty Dillon. Ryan Preece will go to the 37, actually, and Daniel Hemrick will go down to Xfinity. Corey LaJoie, Bubba Wallace, J.M. McMurray, his final Cup Series season, along with Ross Chastain. And then there's Joe Nemechek and Timmy Hill. That car will be driven by Ross Chastain next year. And Parker Kligerman rounds up the field today. There are 30 cars here in today's race. 400 miles, 16 laps. Hamlin and Harvick, one will walk away with the championship. And if you want to know how these drivers are going to win, Denny Hamlin pretty much has to lead the most laps today, or just getting as many points as possible. And for Kevin Harvick, he's going to have to maybe lead almost every single lap. We're going to see who's going to win the championship here today. Green flag out. Denny Hamlin and Kevin Harvick side by side. Kyle Larson making it 3 wide, entering turns 1 and 2. Kyle Larson is really good here at Homestead. It'll be interesting in what he does here. Side by side down the back straightaway. Harvick trying to give Hamlin not much space, but Hamlin powers from the outside. Hamlin leads lap 1. That's 1 lap Hamlin has led here today. So we're going to see how much that adds. We're right behind Joey Logano making his moves. Kevin Harvick and Denny Hamlin still side by side. Kyle Larson stalking these two. Hamlin and Harvick, both of them are just so close. One is just going to have to win. Ooh, they make a little bit of contact right there. Both of them are just so equal right now, as Kyle Larson with a big run. Harvick tries to kill that run, but it won't work. Kyle Larson goes to the lead. Oh, looks like there was a little bit of contact right there. And right there to the stripe, Denny Hamlin leads that lap. 3 laps now Hamlin has won, or has led here today. Now Larson dropping back a little bit from that contact. And whoa, Ryan Newman spins. And Chase Elliott spins as well. Don't know what happened there. I believe he had a little bit of contact with the 6 and Newman, which is why Ryan Newman spun down towards, or spun through the grass where the pit road where the pit road exit is, but yeah, caution, lap 4 out of 16 here. Caution already in this race. It is from the number 9 of Chase Elliott. And a very different Napa Auto Parts paint scheme here today. Doesn't end as well as you want it to. As you can see, Chase Elliott, he is going to take that car, and he is done for the day. But anyways, Hamlin and Harvick now going to go at it again. Here we go. So during that caution period, Hamlin was the leader there, as Harvick has actually beat him to the line there, as Joey Logano making it 3 wide. All the way down to the apron he goes. As our Jack Resistance here, Jimmy Johnson spins. Oh, he gets a hit from Austin Dillon. He collides into the wall. Ryan Preece is in there. Daniel Hemrick is in there. Jamie McMurray's in there as well, as a caution on the restart, lap 8. And that was a very, very big crash there by Jimmy Johnson. Another Hendrick car is out for the day. Oh, man. This is not a really good run for the Hendrick camp here today. Chase Elliott's already out, and now it looks like Jimmy Johnson's also out as well. And just by basing off of my chart right here, he will most likely will end up finishing 28th, it seems like. As the other cars that were involved were Jamie McMurray, Daniel Hemrick, Ryan Preece, and Austin Dillon has also crashed out as well. So unfortunate ends to these drivers. And considering that there were only 2 rookies that were competitive this year, Daniel Hemrick takes the Rookie of the Year title. Green flag in here. Oh, Kevin Harvick spun the tires there a little bit. As now it's Joey Logano and Denny Hamlin here now. Denny Hamlin trying to side draft off of the 22 Logano as Boyer goes to 3rd. Hamlin not wanting to lose the lead. Logano leads to the stripe. Harvick dropped significantly. This may end his championship right here, as the championship is still alive. Look at Kyle Larson now, going for 2nd. And Logano has smoked these drivers. Now Hamlin is looking to lose another position, this time from Clint Bowyer. Clint Bowyer trying to have a good run here, as Logano now trying to run away with the win. Can Kyle Larson end his NASCAR season with a win? As said before, he will not race next season. As a matter of fact, he's going to go to the dirt, to the sprint Outlaw Series, as now he's fighting with Clint Bowyer. As Logano, he is set cruising, as Hamlin is getting pressure from Truex. White flag in the air. This is going to be a final run for some drivers in the field here today, as Joey Logano down the back straightaway. He's had not that great of a season, as Kyle Larson is trying to side draft him. Through 4, Joey Logano wins at Homestead, and crossing the stripe, Denny Hamlin wins the championship. Oh my gosh. Denny Hamlin is your champion here this season, as both of these two are just doing burnouts. Denny Hamlin, even though in the actual NASCAR Cup Series he hasn't won a championship yet, but in the SpideyDitko Cup Series he wins a championship. And do not deny Denny Hamlin here today. He is not the next Mark Martin. He is now a champion. It's unfortunate Mark Martin couldn't get a championship in the Cup Series, but Hamlin has a championship in a stop motion series at least. Oh man, that was so... It wasn't the most anticlimactic way to end a race, but still, Hamlin is your champion this year. Oh, man. And just to tell you that all this, Hamlin is returning next year, so do not think he's not going to return to JGR next year. But just, wow. Wow, wow, wow. And looking here at your podium finishers, Joe Logano wins a race in 2019. Kyle Larson, he is saying goodbye to NASCAR as Matt Kenseth will be the new driver for the 42. It seems like last year when I said this would be Matt Kenseth's final race, but now he's coming back next year. And would you look at that, Clint Bowyer finishes third here today. A great run by the 14 here today. But just, wow. Wow. What a way to end a championship season off. What a way to end this stop motion season off. The third one. Your race results is Logano is your winner. Mark Truex Jr., Matt DiBenedetto, Alex Bowman, Kurt Busch, Kyle Busch, Ryan Newman ends up the top 10. Unfortunate end to Kevin Harvick. He finishes 12th. Daniel Suarez in his final race was SHR. And your point standings there right now. Denny Hamlin is now a champion in the Cup Series. In a stop motion series. But hey, let's see if in 2020 he can actually get a champion this year. But anyways, thank you so much for watching the SpideyDitko Cup Series Season 3. And we will see you in Season 4.